Hello everyone, my name is Fatah Munirwah and I'm here to talk to you today about sleep and obesity. Sleep curtailment is a common behavior in our modern society, and an increasing number of adults each year report that they are having sleep problems. Often, we have a reasonable justification for our lack of sleep. Sometimes we stay up late to finish up work, to finish assignments, or maybe just to watch one more video on the internet. What's interesting about sleep is, not only does cutting it take a toll on our cognition, but also our metabolism. From 2002 to 2008, Dr. Jean-Phillipe Chaput and his team has followed 276 adults ranging from the age of 21 to 64 years old in Quebec. They divide the adults into three groups: short sleepers, those who sleep for 5 to 6 hours; average sleepers, those who sleep for 7 to 8 hours; and long sleepers, those who sleep for 9 to 10 hours. Their 6 years of study shows that short and long duration of sleep predict an increased risk of weight gain and fat gain in adults. Hence, this research shows that sleep duration contributes to weight gain and obesity. And this is important. In a society where sleep loss is gaining prevalence, any association between sleep and obesity have great implications to public health. Perhaps you who are watching this video is also watching this in the dark of the night when you're supposed to be asleep. Multiple laboratory and epidemiological studies have linked short sleep duration and poor sleep qualities to obesity and weight gain. So, this is no longer a question up for debate. Sleep loss does contribute to weight gain and obesity. The question is, why? We can see the connection between weight gain and long time asleep easily enough. After all, the longer we sleep, the less energy we are using in a day. But how does less sleep, less time spent being inactive, contribute to weight gain? First, being sleep deprived makes us feel more hungry. The sensation of hunger in our body is controlled by two hormones, ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin stimulates our appetite, while leptin induces satiety. When we are sleep deprived, the production of ghrelin increases, while the production of leptin decreases. More ghrelin makes us feel more hungry, while less leptin makes us feel less full. This combination is what pushes us into taking a midnight snack when we are doing some work at the middle of the night. Second, having more sleep means we have more opportunity to eat. It's no-brainer to say that we cannot eat while we are asleep. So, when we are awake for longer, we have more opportunity to eat. After all, under the mountains of work we are doing in the middle of the night, it's easy to finish a bag of chips without noticing. Third, sleep-deprived people choose a less healthy diet. When we feel hungry in the middle of the night, we often satiate this hunger using snacks instead of a well-balanced meal. After all, that's where the term midnight snack instead of midnight meal comes from. In fact, a study in 2008 shows that under psychological stress, humans choose or crave for something sweet. And when we are late in the middle of the night doing a homework that we need to finish tomorrow, it can be said that we are under a psychological stress. Fourth, and perhaps most importantly, people who are sleep deprived are less active than those who aren't. With insufficient sleep, people are more tired during the day and tend to curb their physical activity. They spend more of their time watching television, less time playing sports, and less time being physically active in general. Well, after all, no one wants to go cycling when they are feeling sleepy. Of course, this tendency to avoid physical activity is at the end a tendency. People with strong will and determination may continue with their routine exercise as usual, just with heavier eyelids and more yawning in this practice. But of course, it's also important to note that exercising while we are feeling sleepy is not only uncomfortable, it is also dangerous. On the long run, this inclination to avoid exercise or physically taxing activity can lead to a more passive lifestyle. A lifestyle where instead of jogging in the morning, we are more likely to sleep in because we are too sleepy to bother. So, what can we learn from all of this? Sleep deprivation is not the arch nemesis of diets, in the sense that it does not lead to an immediate increase in weight. No, sleep deprivation is dangerous in a different way. It nibbles at our daily habits. It influences our small decisions, maybe by eating more snacks in the middle of the night, or sleeping in instead of exercising in the morning, and ordering takeouts instead of making our own meal because we are feeling too sleepy. And that is dangerous. It affects our mind, and when something is affecting our mind, it is difficult to detect it. So, when the clock strikes 10 tonight, but you still want to watch one more episode of a series you are following, it's better to sleep. Sleep for your mind, sleep for your body, sleep for your Barnum scales. After all, strangely enough, although sleep is the most sedentary activity, it is also